Welcome back to the show, everyone. Are you getting ready to laugh? Well, you should. I've got the Komedy Klub here with me today with Phil Chait. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
You are always sure to bring some comedy relief
to
the show.
I hope.
Today being nonetheless. Tell me about this upcoming event that you have, because apparently this is a big name.
It is. This show is the one that usually sells out. It's Fritz Coleman, who is the weatherman for Channel 4 for, they said 40 years. I didn't realize it was that long, but for a long time. So he was a weatherman, and he's very well known, and he's been here quite a few times, and he always draws a sellout crowd. He has, clean comedy, very funny, but clean, no political, none of that stuff, so it's all good. People love it. So, I mean, that's the event we have, and as I said, if you want to come, and you should, as I said, you probably have to get there early because we're going to probably sell out.
So he's been involved, well, he's had a long career in the entertainment industry, from The Tonight Show to Jay Leno to Johnny Cash. I mean,
yeah, they're all the gamut of late night shows. Yeah.
Wow. Where do you think he draws his inspiration from?
Honestly, I don't know where most of these comedians get their inspiration from, but he just has so much experience and been around and tested all his material. So he always comes with a good show. As I said, people enjoy it. That's why, as I said, every year he comes, we usually sell out because people know what to expect. And as I always tell everybody, the admission is $10, and you get coffee and dessert and over an hour of laughs. I mean, I don't think you get a better deal than that anywhere around. So that's what we offer. So it's a great night. You can come with your friends, bring dinner, get a table, because the show, we open up at 5:30, and the show starts promptly at 7, and I know that because I open it, so I know it starts at 7.
So
and we'll have a GRF bar there also. So it's just a fun night. Bring your friends, and as I said, you'll be laughing all night. So it's a good show. Good show.
Sounds very fun. Do they need to RSVP?
No, and as I said, we don't have any membership, so it's just come to the door and pay at the door.
Okay, and that's going to take place Thursday, August 28th.
Right. It's always, our shows are always the 4th Thursday of the month, except for November, because Thanksgiving is the 4th Thursday, so it's the 3rd. But otherwise, every month is the 4th Thursday.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I know you're going to have a sold-out show there.
If the history repeats itself, yes, we will. Yeah,
so you've got more shows lined up?
Yeah, we have the comedians lined up for September and November. I'm still working on October, but in September, we have Monica Piper with Wendy Liebman, and both these women are very accomplished comedians. They've had their own shows on Showtime. Wendy was a finalist on America's Got Talent. They've been on all the late night shows, Leno, Fowler, all of them. And Monica's been around for years. She has her own show up in Santa Monica and others. So they're all very popular, well-known comedians, and they're great. And in November, we have Kathy Ladman and Stephanie Blum. And Stephanie's been here before, she's a great act. Kathy's also she's a writer. She's written for TV shows. She's been stand-up for years, and again, all the late nights. So both of them are very accomplished. So this is like the first time, though, we're having two comedians or women on a show. So we're going to have it twice. So I'm sure it's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, back to back, right? So that's September and November?
Yeah, I just have to get a man to separate them. I just for the heck of it. But I'm just saying, but this is the first time we've had a double feature of women, and it's going to be a great show.
Sounds like it. Sounds like some very serious talent.
Yeah, no, and it's amazing how these people who don't need the money, I guess they don't need the money, but are very popular, get paid very well, they're willing to come down here for less because they just love, they heard about the audiences here, they know that it's a very receptive audience, everyone has fun, and they just enjoy coming down here. They may come to try out some new material, but they just enjoy coming down here. And I get calls all the time. They call me, and I always call them, they call me to speak to them. So as I said, it's very encouraging that people want to come down here and perform. So it's a very good thing. So
the Komedy Klub of Laguna Woods Village is getting quite the reputation.
Yeah, the name's getting out there, as I said. And you have to remember, like the clubs out there hold usually 100 people, 150 people. We hold 500. So typically our average audience, not with Fritz, but our average audience, except for Fritz, is usually about 300 and change. So they usually don't play to audiences that side unless they're in a big theater or arena, so they like that. And as I said, it's a very receptive audience, and they do their 45 minutes to hour show, and to them it's a great deal. They enjoy it, and they like doing it, so we enjoy having them, so it works for everyone. Wow. Win-win.
And you get to open for every single one of
Yeah, I
these
get
acts.
to tell my 10 minutes of wife jokes and all the other kind of stuff. My wife, luckily, I tell her beforehand so she doesn't get mad at me when I'm doing it, but I tell her wife jokes and some other jokes I've heard. I'm not a comedian, but I just, I pull what I can, but it's really ironic when I look back on my scripts. Every joke I tell starts with an elderly man, an older woman, an older couple. I really realized that every one of my jokes starts like that.
Is
An older
that right?
couple, an older man, an older woman. I go, I guess that's the Laguna Woods getting affected me. But yeah, it works well. And as I said, I usually do the first 8 to 10 minutes, and then I introduce the acts.
Well, people can relate to that, right?
I hope so. I hope so. As I said, we've had a great reception. The audiences have been great. We've had some really good performers here, and they've given the standing ovations. So they enjoy it. And as I said, for $10, I always tell people, even if you hate the comedian, you still got coffee and dessert. It's not that bad. But that's not the point of coming to our show. But people really enjoy it. So it's a good show.
You're actually saving money for $10, right?
Probably are these days, as I said. But yeah, so it's fun. I'm enjoying doing it. And as I said, it's just good people. And I work with my board everyone's together, and our only goal is to make everyone happy, because everyone has little issues here, there, whatever else. And I had many people tell me that after the show, it helped them, because it helped them forget what was going on, and just they felt good laughing. And I had a text from a woman the other day that asked me if to send her my script. She said she liked it so much, and her daughter couldn't make it, and her daughter's running through some issues, so she wanted to be able to read the script to her daughter or whatever else. So I'm more than happy to do that. So those are the kind of things we like, when people feel good after the show. That's the main. We're not doing it to make money. We're a nonprofit, so we just are doing it to make people happy. And so far, I think it's working.
That's fantastic, Phil.
Yeah,
I
I
love
think
to
it's
hear
working.
that. It
Yeah.
releases endorphins, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
feel like
Laughing is the best
chemical.
medicine. So yeah, as I said,
100%.
they get a good show. As I said, everyone does a good show, and I'm expecting now with Fritz, and then with the other ladies after that, it's going to be a really good show. So I'm encouraging everyone to show up. As I said, it's every fourth Thursday. Doors open 5:30. Show starts at 7.
Okay. And you're still actively seeking members for the Comedy Club, right?
Well, there's no members.
There's no members for the
We
Comedy
don't
Club.
know. There's no members for the Comedy Club.
Why
It's
did I know
all,
that?
no, the Bocce Club has the membership.
The Bocce Club.
That's my other club, but yeah. No, the Comedy Club is no membership. It's just pay at the door as you come in. So that's why, as I said, people, we didn't feel like we needed to do that. We don't want people to feel obligated. If they want to come, they'll show up. So as I said, that's the way we felt.
So, Phil, do you ever seek anybody out within the community to help you out
Actually,
on
I've had a
stage?
couple of them contact me. I'm thinking one time I have to get approval from my board of doing an open mic night just from residents of Laguna Woods.
fun.
I mean, we'd have to audition them first, because I don't want people going up there just whatever. But I mean, we may try one time just opening up first, like half hour, have people come up and tell 10 minutes of their jokes and whatever else. Their neighbors show up and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, that's something we're probably going to look into doing, is an open mic night, if you want to call it that. So I think then they bring their friends and family, so it works for everybody.
Come with your own jokes.
Yeah, just telling jokes. And as I said, we'll just have to audition them first, just to make sure they're on the, because the one thing we don't allow it in the show is profanity and
Which
politics.
I love. Oh my gosh.
Because those, I tell the performers specifically before the show, none of this and none of that, and otherwise you're fine.
Yep.
And so far they've followed it, and it's been a great show, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, I certainly appreciate that. I've been to the improv a couple of times. Sometimes it's great, and sometimes that's all it's about. And for me, I would rather go home.
Clean comedy can be fun also.
Absolutely.
So I mean, yeah. So no, they've adhered to it pretty well. So they stick pretty well to that script, and so far it's worked well. It's going to stay like that.
And so it's proven that can actually work.
Oh yeah.
And be very effective.
Yeah, I never threatened them saying, well, if you do it, I'm not going to pay you, because I can't do that. But I'm just saying. But they've adhered to it very well, so it's been good. It's been a good show.
Fantastic. Do you have a lineup for 26 already?
No, but I have people in mind. I'm going to try to land a couple big names. I mean,
Really?
big names. I'm working on it.
Like bigger than Fritz?
Yeah. But I want nothing. No, don't get in trouble with Fritz. Nothing. Fritz is very big, but I'm just saying, just more in the comedy world that's been around for years. So we're speaking to them. You never know. As I said, I always tell somebody, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yeah. So right now I don't have them, and if afterwards I don't have them, I'm not any worse off. So hopefully we'll be able to do it. So I try to get as big as I can, big names, and we'll see what happens.
Sounds great. All right. You want to close out with any jokes?
No.
Aww.
All right, I'll tell one joke. I'll tell one joke.
I like the peaches.
And I'm going to start with an older woman. Oh, you want the peaches one?
I like the peaches one.
All right, I'm going to tell the peaches one for you.
Okay.
Okay. A couple are shopping in a supermarket, and as they're leaving, the security guard stops them because the wife apparently has taken a can of peaches without paying for it. So the security guard said to her, I'm going to have to give you a citation, and you'll have to show up in court to explain that. So 2 weeks later, the woman shows up in court, and the judge says, I see you've taken a can of peaches. Why did you do that? She goes, well, I was hungry, whatever. He goes, well, that's not a reason. He says, how many peaches were in the can? And she says, 6. He goes, okay, then I'm going to give you a day in jail for every one of those peaches. And she goes, so right before he pronounced the sentence, the husband stands up and says, Your Honor, may I say something? And the Honor says, okay, go ahead. He goes, she also stole a can of peas. That's my one joke.
See, that's great. Love it. Phil, thank you so much for joining us with the Komedy Klub.
Nope, thank you very much for having us, and hope to see everyone there. Thank you.
All right. You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.